Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com, coming to you from the Mad Carrot Has Triskaidekaphobia studio and the expansive first floor of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Fab Four. How about that? We have not three, but we have four picks today. So that's good news. Well, that's sort of good. It's kind of good news and bad news. Good news is more picks. Bad news is maybe they'll not be good. You know what? We're due after yesterday. Holy shit. We'll talk about it. But first, don't forget to let us know what you're playing. Tell us what picks you're on today. I know there's a lot of games out there. A couple of the rules real quick. We do ask that you limit it over the football weekends to just 5 picks. All right? Just 5 picks. We got a ton of people watching the videos, putting the picks up. We appreciate it. So it's going to be putting your 5 best up there. If you're playing parlays, that's fine. That counts. All of your parlays count as 1 pick. Tell us what the odds pay if you got some money line things going on there. Give me as much information as possible that I don't have to look up at the end when you're posting your plays. All right, I appreciate it, of course. And when you get them right, you'll be rewarded. You'll get yourself a shout out, and you get enough of them right, just like the Mad Carrot hates sports. What a great name. You will be our capper of the day. All right. So, with that being said, don't forget to check out winnersandwhiners.com, statsalt.com, deep dives into every game that we do that's going on in America every single day. Man, you go over there on a college, before college games, you see 60, 70 picks up there. Our cappers do an amazing job, so make sure you check those out. If you're in Iowa or the great state of New Jersey, check out pointsbet.com. Great welcome specials, including your first 2 bets, absolutely on the house, up to $1,000. If you miss it, yeah, you get your money back. What could be better? All right, kids. Well, let's talk a little bit about how we did yesterday. All right. Well, first of all, let's start with Wake Forest. My goodness, they certainly did well. As they tried to give that game away. You know, it was not good. There was at one point in our night where Wake Forest was up, 21 zip, and the Boston College was up 10 zip after about 5 minutes against KU, and we're like, oh yeah, we're cruising. We're going to crush this one. That ain't how it turned out, as we had the Washington State Houston over. They forgot to play the first half. They looked like 2 defensive teams going at it, and that pretty much sunk our boat, even though they tried in the second half to get it there. But the one that really surprised us, our KU, we had it on the team total under. This is one of those picks, and we talked a little bit about it on the premium side, about how awful this pick was. You know, sometimes you have picks that don't go your way. I'll give you an example. We had Washington State to cover the 8.5 against Houston, and they get up late in the game. They do their thing. The quarterback kind of stumbles as he goes to wait for the touchdown that would have put it away for the point spread. He doesn't get there. They kick the field goal instead, and of course Houston goes down and scores. You know, that's one of those things. The games a lot of times come down to 1 or 2 crucial plays. Sometimes you make them, sometimes you don't. You take your lumps there. It sucks, but you move on. And then there's picks like the KU pick, which is our other premium pick. We had KU minus the 20 points, and this is a pick that needs like its own parade with a band and twirlers and a drum corps and banners going over this is a shitty pick. You know, that's how bad fireworks. That's how this pick deserved its own shitty parade. That's how bad it was, as KU ends up winning 48-24, winning their first road game against a Power 5 opponent in 48 attempts. I told my premium people, and I'll tell you too, if you saw a capper or read a capper this week that said, after KU's great performance there against Coastal Carolina last week, I really like the cut of their jib, and I think this quarterback is going to do great things. I see them putting up at least 45 points against Boston College. That's a capper you should absolutely be following, okay? So, with that being said, this was, I never talk about my bets, guys. This was a brutal game for me, all right? I know a lot of you guys play for a lot of money, so I'm not going to, but for me, this is the biggest bet I've made since the national championship game. It was it was not good. This one hurt. This one, usually, win or lose, we roll on to the next one. This one stung, okay? So, believe me, I'm right there with you. All right, so what can we do? Well, we added an extra pick. So let's take a look at the Fab Four for today, shall we? You know what? When in doubt, it's time for Opposite George. We're taking a look at Louisiana Tech as they travel to Bowling Green. Never forget Bowling Green, kids. Bowling Green's a road underdog, plus 11.5 points to La Tech. Okay, let's start with the obvious. Bowling Green is not a good team. They were shut out last week by a rebuilding K-State team 52-0. But here's the flip side of that. La Tech, they are not good either. They had a great defense last season, but they have replaced 6 critical starters, and they are completely primed for regression on the defensive side of the ball. They got outgained last week by 65 yards at home by Grambling. Not good at all. Their quarterback, Jamar Smith, is average at best. He struggles with his accuracy. So, why the big line? Well, here's a couple trends to gnaw on before you put that bet down on Bowling Green. Bowling Green is 0-11 against the spread. Their last 11 games in September. Over the last 3 seasons, they are 3-16 at home against the spread over their last 19. But you know what I say? Trends are made to be broken. It's hero time, folks, and this is a hero play. Give me the Bowling Green Falcons plus 11.5 right here. And we're going to move on as one of the further down the card matchups features the Army Black Knights against the UTSA Road Runners. This is a nice matchup for Army, okay? The defense so far this season has really shined against Michigan and Rice. They've given up 7 to Rice, gave up 14 in regulation to the Wolverines on the road last week. And now they get a UTSA team that was dead last in yards per game in the NCAA the FBS last year, and they were second to the last in points. But the Roadrunner defense, not to be outshined, they gave up 435 yards per game. That is 90th last season. And here's the key for me: they really struggled against the run against the Baylor Bears last week. How much? Well, they gave up 368 rushing yards to Baylor on just 39 carries. What does that compute out to? Well, I'll tell you, folks. That's 9.46 yards per carry over 39 carries. Army, well, maybe you've heard they rushed the ball a little bit. They led the nation in rushing last season, and they're 22nd this season as they kind of get their offense. They're working on breaking in a new fullback, which is a critical position there in the triple option. But I think this is just the kind of matchup that gets them going. Give me the road favorite right here. Give me the Army Black Knights minus the 17. Moving on to the West, Hawaii and Washington get together. I'm taking a look at the total here of 59. This is a bad matchup for the Rainbow Warriors, kids. The Huskies, they play very well against the pass. They were 25th last season, giving up just 196 yards per game. Kind of picked up right where they left off in that weird game against Cal last week. They gave up just 111 yards through the air. Now the Huskies, they've got local boy makes good. Jacob Eason is a grad transfer. He came in back where it all started. Nice quarterback. He has a nice complementary set of skills, but this is really a ball control offense for the Huskies. They were 20th in the nation last year in time of possession, holding the ball for 32 minutes and 26 seconds per game. Not only that, long drives, which is exactly what the Huskies want to do, have the advantage of killing the clock, taking the air out of the ball, and keeping McDonald and that high-powered Hawaii offense off the field. Hawaii, they have been dreadful against the run. They're 109th last year, and again, picked up right where they left off. They're 110th this season, and they haven't faced a rushing attack nearly as good as Washington. Yes, Oregon State had their moments. They've got some talent back there, but they are not the Washington Huskies. The Huskies, They dominate the time of possession in this one. They limit the damage of McDonald and company, and they keep that total under 59. I'm not sure that the Huskies are going to be able to cover the 21, but I do like that total staying under the mark. And we're going to finish up with another big road dog here as the Oklahoma Sooners travel west to take on the UCLA Bruins. Oklahoma, 23.5-point favorite. Okay, guys, I'm convinced, all right? UCLA is awful. I was on them the first week against Cincinnati. They were one of my sleepers there in the Pac-12, and while it wasn't a KU pick, it's been pretty bad so far for the UCLA Bruins. Our quarterback, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, DTR, he's thrown for just 324 yards in 2 games with three TDs and 2 picks. They have played two pretty good defenses. They squared off against Cincinnati and San Diego State, but they've come to play. They're going to have to really bring it against Oklahoma right here. The Sooners have struggled at times against Houston, but UCLA, they don't move the ball anything like the Cougars do. Jalen Hurts looks like the real deal so far. Even if the Bruins get a few initial stops, this is an offense that's just going to end up wearing you down as the defense gets left on the field too long from UCLA not being able to finish their drives. The Sooners' speed and athleticism let them pull away in the second half in this one. They may keep it fairly close early, but the Sooners, they run through the tape at the end as they so often do. So get yourself down on the Oklahoma Sooners minus 23.5. The Washington Huskies, Hawaii, I was on Golden Rainbows. Rainbow Warriors under 59. Army minus 17. And Bowling Green, we're on the Falcons plus 11.5 at the end of those 4 contests. Hey, why not, guys? We'll go 4-0. Stop by, pick up your winning tickets. Join me as we head back to the window. All right, everybody, let's take a look real quick at the premium results as we get our shout-outs loaded up. 0-2, we went yesterday. That knocks us back to 60% for the month. Still doing quite well on all of our games. Still 13-6 on our premium picks as far as college goes on the premium side, and 22-15-1 overall on our college picks with the deep 3 and the premium. So if you're interested in premium picks for the football season, get yourself signed up, get over there and hit those links, and we'd be happy to help you out. Love to have you on the team. All right. So I'll tell you this, guys. We had something happen on the shoutouts that we've never had happen before. It's a first timer. All right. And by the way, here's how the shoutouts work, just for length of time. And due to time constraints, I will go through. I will say how much a capper has won, or if you have not had a profitable day, I will make up a compliment and throw it your way. All right. So we had the Gia Ruin. He had a couple plays from FIBA, and about those plays, I will say that Gia Ruin has never worn black socks and sandals. Very nice. That is a terrible, terrible look. We have a couple guys that put up picks for today, so we'll put those on. And C-Dub, he put up his soccer picks for today. Started off well, but I will say C-Dub, even though he lives in Indiana, he has never referred to himself as Who's Your Daddy. Congratulations, C-Dub. That's very, very fucking annoying. Mikey Butler, you know what I'll say about Mike? He has been with us since the beginning, and he always has a positive word for the chat group. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't do a funny one there, Mike, but that's absolutely true. Carrot wanted to know what triskaidekaphobia is. It's the fear of the number 13, dude. It's its own thing. So he thought it was the fear of 3 wieners. It is not. And he said, yeah, he fears no weenie. So good for him. G&G, he made 99% full moon picks. And G&G, you know what I'll say about G&G? He's so cool that sometimes he will loan one of his extra G's to somebody in need. You know what they say, a friend with G's is a friend indeed. PMC 05. You know what, PMC, he had Washington State minus 10, and he, to his credit, he didn't punch the guy in the sportsbook last night who said, with a minute 30 left in the game, see, I knew Houston would beat the spread. Nice job. Probably kept you out of jail for the night. Nice job. Steve Gowden. Steve made some college picks. And to Steve, I will say, Steve has never given me shit for almost certainly mispronouncing his name. My name is Steve Gowden. Darcy F. Darcy checks in here every once in a while. Darcy had a nice night. She hit 3 baseball games. She had a rain out on the Cleveland game. So Darcy puts herself up a perfect sheet going 3-0 plus 300. Nice job, Darcy. The Legion of Picks. Kind of a light night for the Legion of Picks. And all he did was go 100%. He took a couple games there in college football. Goes 2-0 plus 200. Kent P. I have to read these. Kent P said, we're going to give this another try. So he tailed my Washington State Houston over. Nope. He faded me on Wake Forest. Nope. And then he didn't know it, but we had BC as a premium pick. So he ended up tailing me there too. Nope. Kent P. You know what I'll say about Kent? Whenever he wears a kilt, he almost always has a pair of shorts underneath. Congratulations, Kent. Nice job. Saving a lot of gasps wherever you go. Super Cisco went 3-2 plus 100 on the day. The Ninja, he had some underdog plays up there and some baseball plays. And what I will say about the Ninja is at Thanksgiving, when he is there and someone is doing a horrible job on the turkey, Ninja always resists the urge to pull out his katana sword and just go to town on that fucking bird. Congratulations, Ninja. I'm sure that keeps the family peace. All right. So our profitable cappers today: Super Cisco plus 100, the Legion of Picks plus 200, and folks, I believe, never say never. It was the internet. I don't know for sure, but I believe Darcy F is a female, and if it's not like Mr. Darcy from was that Pride and Prejudice, whatever those terrible books are. Anyway, if it's not like Mr. Darcy, if this is indeed female Darcy F, by the way, Darcy got to let us know, she is our first female capper of the day, proving that great cappers come in all genders. Absolutely. Darcy F, congratulations. 3-0 plus 300. You, Darcy, are our capper of the day. Congratulations. Nicely done. Good luck to everybody out there on all of your plays. Got a lot of games today. Let's go out there and have some fun. Let's get some winners. Let's get some winners rocking. What do you say, guys? No matter what happens, though, you know the drill. We'll meet back here tomorrow. We'll bitch about our bad beats, brag about our fat stacks, and then we're D-gens, so we're going to fire it up and do it all again. You guys take care. Have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.